About September of 2013, I had a stroke. My face fell down. I went to emergency room after all. But I got all better within a few days. November 11, I only remember the day because it was Veterans Day. And I had a MI, which is a type of heart attack. I was living alone, so naturally I'm passed out on the bathroom floor for hours. My son came and got me and took me to the hospital. I was really debilitated from the heart attack. I was very weak. I couldn't walk up a step. I could walk straight on flat land, but I have to hang on to the furniture. I felt really very weak. When I was in the hospital for a couple of days for the MI thing, I weighed 186. The systolic was somewhere between 140 and 160 whenever they did it. Okay, so it's slightly elevated, not super, but slightly. My glucose was typically like 180 or something. Anyway, so I started here. I got the EECP thing, but I also did follow the Sarah Salati diet and the Health for Life program. Okay, me, I never had a diet. I'm a meat eater. I prefer meat. I didn't have a good diet. So now it's either the ECP or it's the Sarah Salati diet or both, probably both. And I did mention before that I was very debilitated. I was very weak. But within a few weeks, following the program, I had the good luck that my daughter-in-law's a nurse, okay? So she was very strict with me, trying to, like when she'd serve meat to her husband, like she would keep me on the vegetarian, okay, and on the vegan. No milk, no eggs, but proper vegetables, okay? Raw foods mostly, but, salad things. I started losing weight. Fasting blood sugar, because she being a nurse, she checked my sugars, right? Fasting blood sugar became normal. Normal means like 90, 91. Once in a while 100, once in a while 80, but centering around normal. My blood pressure became to be normal. I don't mean normal for an old man, I mean normal for a man. So typically 120 over 65, something like that. Then I became normal in many of the vital statistics, okay? But I was still weak, so I did not exercise. It was very difficult for me to bend over to put shoes on, so I didn't want to go for a walk. I decided that I should walk a little bit. The first day, I walked about 100 feet and got tired and went back to bed. I built it up slowly and slowly, and I was up to a mile. Again, a mile's no big deal. But to me, it was a super deal. Guess what? I have marvelous short-term memory. I remember people's names. I did not have any motivation. My wife passed away about 6 years ago, and I went into hibernation. Now I'm motivated. I want to get a job. I want to do things to give back to the community. I want to do things for myself and for my grandchildren. I can't explain that to you, how this makes me feel. I feel like a young man. No. Of course, I was talking to one of the technicians. I says, man, I feel so good. I think I'm going to live forever. He says, well, you got to go to church for that. Okay, but anyway, but I feel like that. I feel like I want to do stuff. I can stand by myself. I don't need somebody to grab my hand and stand me, you know. Other people, other clients have told me stories that are even more exciting than mine. I just want to say I hope it works for somebody else and some of your other future clients as well as it did for me, or even half as well. I'd be happy. And now I walk about 2 miles a day. Yesterday I walked 5 miles, but I walk about 2 miles a day, and I don't have angina. Now, to most people, that's no big deal because they don't have angina. But if you've had it, I had it for years. Many of the symptoms that I have had, I've had for years. I've had diabetes and I've had high blood pressure. I no longer have these symptoms, and my sugar's normal, my blood pressure's normal, my weight. I got the weight of an 18-year-old. I got the same weight as when I joined the Navy and when I was 17, 179 pounds. And so I'm just a happy man. Like when I came here, I said to Dr. Weaver, I said, I'm an old man, and I don't care. If I die, I die, and stuff like that. But he said, well, 72 is not old. Well, now I'm a young man, and so I'm happy to be here.